We start the throwing portion of our throwing routine with what we call towel whips. This right here is a baseball that's put in a towel with tape around it. It's really simple, really easy. And why we use this towel is to really focus on proper throwing mechanics. We talk about making sure our palm stays down as long as it can when we're approaching our throw. And with the towel, you can see how that towel is going to hang, and they can really check themselves to make sure that they're staying palm down. Okay, so with that towel I showed you, we have her with ball and glove. We always start every part of our throwing routine with ball and glove. What she's going to do now is she's going to come back to a throwing position. You can see as she comes back, and the reason we use this towel is so we make sure we stay palm down as long as we can with our throw. The reason we do this is it's going to help us get more whip and more wrist snap when we're throwing. So again, we have that ball in this towel so we can see that towel hang as we keep palm down as long as we can to get to our throwing position. Once we get to this position, we want to check ourselves. It's really important that we make sure our hand is directly behind us and it's not too far rotated. We also want to make sure that our arm is in correct angle. So our elbow needs to be in line with or a little higher than our shoulder. We want to make sure that this is the case so we have proper throwing mechanics when we go to spin. We want to spin that ball and have a straight spin to our target. And if our arm is not in this position and our elbow is lower, we're going to cut across the ball and have a hard time getting a good snap, good whip, and good velocity on our throw. So it's really important that we have that elbow a little higher than our shoulder. And again, our palm has stayed down as long as we can keep it there. So now what she's going to do is she's going to go through that motion, make sure she's in a proper position. She's going to look back and check her hand, and then she's going to whip the towel through. Now the reason we whip, now let me freeze, get back to your throwing position and freeze. I forgot to mention this front elbow is critical in throwing. This is what guides our throw. If all of your right arm is perfect and your throwing arm is perfect, but you forget your glove arm, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. So we talk a lot about our glove arm. Whether it's the glove or the elbow, it needs to be leading your throw, so point it at your target. Now, with this towel, she's working on proper throwing mechanics when she comes through to snap the ball. So she has a target in front of her, and she's going to work on palm down as long as possible. She's going to come through and snap straight down over that partner's glove. If our arm has proper mechanics, we're going to be able to snap directly over top of the glove. If we over-rotate or if our elbow is not higher than our shoulder, we're going to whip across the glove. So this part of our throwing routine gives immediate feedback on whether or not our thrower has proper mechanics and fundamentals. So we'll go through and do about 5 to 10 of these every single day. Again, towel whips. It's going to work on proper mechanics, keeping your palm down as long as you can, getting great whip and snap through your throw, and making sure that we are snapping on top of the ball and not to the side of the ball.